What's good, NBA 2K family? I wanted to dive into some important things today. It's a super cool video giving y'all some breakdowns on the future of NBA 2K25 and an idea that I want to kind of help people see and take you to that next level in the game as we go forward. Should be a fun time. Let me know what y'all think about what we're about to discuss in the comments when it comes to cap breakers, max plus one, the builder, and the overall experience for the game. The first thing I want to start off with is talking about how this year they did something extremely good and extremely right, probably better than many years in the past. So I have been a guy who's been a sweaty player and played in pro-am leagues, played in tournaments for money and all that stuff, had a good time, but I never cared for the rep system the way some people do, because there's too many cheaters, of course, and people, I'm not trying to spend 16 hours a day playing the game when I have to live a normal life, right? Unless, you know, you're like making a lot of money off of doing that, I don't think it's healthy, because go see your family, go live, man. But that being said, there's a very cool system now with something that I think changes the game, and it's called cap breakers. You can see right here at starter 3, you can get yourself a cap breaker, which is amazing. And then there's another one at 2. And just to know what is cap breakers? Well, it gives you extra attributes. Let's just see my build. This is a small 5'9" build. I'm almost at 99 for my threes, and once I get there, I'm gonna have legend badges, which is all I want for this build. And then I'm gonna probably throw it into passing or something, and I get 15 extra attributes. So I'm gonna throw some here, maybe on dribbling, whatever I'm feeling. One of these 3 areas are gonna be filled all the way up, because I want this to be a good playmaking and shooting build. And that's the core of the build. But the reason I'm bringing this up is because this year, I haven't even tried on this account. I have 2 accounts. I play on my buddy's account to test a bunch of his builds and really experiment with the game to be able to give you guys an authentic feel. And then my builds, I have 5 maxed out builds and on this account. And so if you're looking at it, I'm about to get to starter 3 without trying. And then, I'll probably grind real hard and get to veteran 2 right after. And then I have to get all the way to legend 1. And of course, not everybody's going to hit that. So today's video is about the concept of next year, 2K26, and what I think should happen. I do believe that we shouldn't have 15 cap breakers. I believe we should have 25 or more. Okay, so what does that mean? That means that we'll get one very early, let's say on rookie 3, and then we'll get another one at starter 2, and then we'll get another one at veteran 2, I'm sorry, and then we'll go into legendary 1. You get another cap breakers, 5 of them, and then one right at the end when you get to 5. And what this does is this makes it so that everybody's build is going to be extremely good by the end of the year. Now, that means you probably want to restrict the builder a little bit. So maybe, not a lot of 99 type of builds to start off the year. But if you work your way with these cap breakers, just like we're doing for this year with 15 of them, get 25 extra attributes, that's going to be outrageous. And then you can have a really incredible build that's very powerful. Of course, a lot of people are going to say that's overpowered, that's too much in their minds. But if the developers make it in a way the way they did this year, where it's like, well, they're going to help you, but you're not going to be too exaggerated. I don't feel like they made these year's builds exaggerated. With 15, you're going to be strong, but it's nothing too crazy that you can't deal with if you have a good type of build that's set up for it. So that's step number 1. And I think we all will say that regardless if it's the rep system or the season, sometimes these rewards are not worth it. You're going to give me a banner, bro? Like, what are we doing here, bro? And an emote? I don't care, right? And so you go down the list of some of this stuff that you're like, I don't care. It's not anything reasonable that's like, oh, I actually really love that and that's perfect. You know, like for example, accelerator takeover, that's nice, that's a good one. And then 20 Gatorade boosts. Listen, we spend thousands of dollars on these Gatorades. If you play all year, you're gonna spend that. But a lot of these rewards are not really things that we care for. Right? Oh, you can change your body type. No one cares. Oh, you get 20% off career apparel. I don't care. Put another cap breaker in there. Give me something that I want. Something worth it. Same thing here. 150 KVC. That's for a t-shirt. So for me, I don't care. All right. Sorry to say it. For 90% of the stuff in here. Same thing goes. And this is where I'm going to keep on bringing y'all to that next level. The reward system. I mean, 440. I love Tracy McGrady. He's one of the greatest of all time, in my opinion. But no, that's all I got in there. The elevators, I had 4 builds maxed out, all the badges. So this elevator didn't get used on them too much. So my new builds, maybe when I make more, but how many people are going to make more than 4 builds? It's only a month into the game, but I'm going to make a lot of builds. That's different than somebody that's casual. So this is not a great reward for most people, you know? So again, this is where we're going to take this to another level. And we're going to talk about max plus ones. What are max plus ones? Basically, they allow you to boost up one of your badges even higher than it's ever been. If it goes to gold, you can put it up to Hall of Fame. If it's at Hall of Fame, you can put it up to Legend. And so you get 2 of these. One is going to be at 15 and one at 30. And you get the tier 2 and the tier 3. We're going to showcase that for a second. You guys can know. So see right here, this is tier 1, and then there's tier 2 badges. There's different kinds. I can go in here and switch it to whatever I want. Let's just say I want to be better defensively. Let's put glove on gold. So now I have glove on gold. I can put it back to silver by switching it out to something else that I like in here. Shifty shooter is what I'm gonna keep it on, but the same thing goes for tier 2. Now, why not give us 4 of these in the season pass? All right, we only have 2 for the whole year and they're not permanent. Why not make even more reasons to get this reward? If they was to put one every 10 levels, just think about this. All right, at level 10 you get your first cap, your max plus 1, okay, and it's for tier 2. And then at level 20 you're gonna get a tier 1 max plus 1, and then at level 30 you get another tier, and you just keep going up. When you're at 40 you get that last one. So now you're gonna have a way stronger build, and you go into your badges and you buff up different things as you go to make yourself a stronger build. The reason I want to bring this up, and the reason I think this is something the devs should think about, is because this makes more incentive to play. This adds more depth to the builders, because now I'm building a specific build where I'm like, oh, I got 4 max plus ones. Let me put them here and here and here. Let's be honest. All of this extra stuff like scholar, you see winning circle, and even I don't use these anymore because I already maxed my badges. So might as well delete them and put extra 2 max plus ones in here. And of course, I'll come up with cool concepts and extra things that you can add. But to me, for example, the elevator, I used it on this build. This was one of the last builds I made, but I already had everything maxed except that. And so this is just an example of things that you need to think about and work on when it comes to the build. Like, this would have been cool if it lets you buff up your build even higher, which it doesn't. It basically just finishes the badge for you. It's like, oh, we'll lift up your badge for you. You don't have to go do the work. So to me, that is something that they need to do to give us some incentives. All right. And for example, the extra turbo is very good this year, the way they set it up. And another system would be having more of this boost in the reward system. These are just quick examples since I'm talking about the rewards, but this is a very key thing in my opinion if you really want to have a dope game that's going to be exciting, interesting for everybody to play and enjoy going forward throughout all these years. And again, the grind for casuals, it's like you're doing all that for what? Most of that stuff nobody cares about, and you're basically giving us things we didn't ask for or want. So it's just something to think about and to consider. And I want to kind of close off with some of this right here. So let's say I went into the builder and I put up my build to 90. It can go all the way up to 94, but I'm gonna put it up to 90. Actually, let's put it at 89 where I can get contact dunks. But if I wanted to go to 94, I can use those cap breakers. And then now I can do the same for my 3-point shooting. I can go to 94, but I'm gonna go to 98. I got another 5 cap breakers right there. And then I can do that again on my dribbles. All of a sudden, this build could be very powerful from the way I have it now. Or I can get cap breakers. I'm sorry about that. I'm saying the wrong thing, but cap breakers 15, right? That's the total that we can get. I can do all these 3. 1, 2, 3. And then I got this one to do 20. Then I got another one to do 25. So I'm able to go crazy and make a very cool build that feels powerful, but isn't like broken, in my opinion, from what I'm seeing as far as gameplay. You know, it's not going to make it too crazy for most people, the way people might think, you know. So just some food for thought and what you could do and what they should do. Please share what you're thinking on what they should change or add and how you feel like they should implement it. Personally, I'm okay with what we have now. I love it. I do think that they can enhance this for next year and make it even better than ever before. Of course, everybody has their own nitpicking on what they want when it comes to the game. This is just one specific part of the game that I feel should get highlighted and say, yo, that was an amazing idea. Let's add on to that to give us reasons to go through the rep rewards, give us reasons to go to the season rewards and build from there. So I dare you to send this to the developers. If you get a chance, go on Twitter and just tag them, send them a link to this and say, yo, this is a good idea to make it happen. You know, we'll see what's good. But yo, check out the giveaways and I'll see y'all on the next one. Y'all have a blessed day. Peace.